You've probably seen motivational videos on YouTube or on other social media pages where your friend maybe posted a favorite clip of their motivational video. Now, let me get one thing straight before you get into this episode. I'm not against motivational videos whatsoever, right? Matter of fact, there are even videos on this channel that could qualify for motivational videos. So in this video, we're going to look at why you should be careful of motivational videos. Motivational videos are one of the most popular things on the internet. But one of the things I noticed about them is how sometimes they're too general, meaning they do motivate you, but they don't become specific for some. Well, let me give you an example of what I mean by that. If I drop you in a hole right now, motivation can do two things for you. Motivation can either get you out of that hole, or it can make you dig deeper. Now, what that means, if I am to translate that to real life cases or scenarios, I would say that if you have problems, if you have struggles that you want to get out of, motivation can either get you out of those problems, or it can get you deeper into those problems. Now, what that means is the fact that motivation is something that pushes you to do a certain thing, but you have to be specific of why you do it. And now some of these motivational videos have the problem of not being specific. But now, is the problem motivational videos or the people watching them? Because a lot of these motivational videos, what they have is the energy that pushes you towards that certain goal that you're trying to reach. So I'm gonna make another example and say that, let's say that two people, one who is extremely organized and has all their routines of how they're gonna get to a specific goal. They already broke down their goals of what they should do daily, weekly, monthly, and even yearly to succeed in getting towards that goal. Now that person, if they get demotivated, a motivational video can pump them up to become whoever they want to be, versus a person who still has to figure who they are, who still has to figure out what they want in life, what their goal is, or what their purpose is. Or let me put it in Jordan Peterson's words, specify your goals, because how are you gonna hit something if you don't know what it is? So those two people, if they are to watch motivational video or consume motivational content, they take very different things from it. Now let me break down what I mean when it comes to the second person that I mentioned. TD Jakes in one of his sermons once spoke about, it's one thing for you to be glorifying on a Sunday, whilst on a Monday you're confused on what you want to do with your life. And that's the same motivation that I took when making this episode. It's the fact that most people that I encounter, a lot of them, they consume motivational content. But then again, the next day or right after that, they get confused on what they should do or what they should not do. If you haven't figured out who you are, if you haven't figured out what you want to become, those generalized motivational content sort of becomes toxic to you, because majority of those motivational videos are offering energy rather than few strategies of how you can become. So getting back to the example that I made at the beginning of the video of the person being dropped in a hole, you have to now start looking at motivational videos from a different perspective, and now realizing that motivational content is great, or motivational videos are great, but does this video offer a solution of something that I'm practically going through right now, rather than just offering the energy to pump me to go back to the life that I want to change? So motivation itself is great. It's one of the best things out there, and even people like me who consume motivational videos on a regular basis can say that it really is helpful. But it's only helpful when you know what you're going after, and when you know that I know the particular steps that I have to take to change. And so the energy that those videos offer are very great. But then again, for a person who still needs to figure out a lot of what they need to do in order to change their life, they need to start having this filter when looking at motivational videos online, because majority of them, and a lot of them that even friends would recommend, are ones that don't really offer a solution but give you the energy. For now, when you go back to your life, you're now confused of what you should do in order to change this current situations in your life. So if you're that type of person and you're watching this type of video, I would recommend you look up people like Jordan Peterson's lectures or Mel Robbins' videos online. Seems well, their type of motivational or self-help, it's more of strategies. So people like Jordan Peterson's lectures on YouTube, or Mel Robbins, who's one of the best female speakers in the world, you could look up their videos, since they talk about strategies and solutions on becoming successful. See you in the next episode of Truth or Sarcasm.